This video is going to be a film study look at Jaxon Smith-Njigba and two of the important plays he made in the Seahawks' 30-18 win over the Cardinals in Week 14. The first, a 19-yard touchdown catch that puts Seattle up 10-7. Really too easy for Geno Smith from the standpoint of having time, a clean throwing platform, and the route concept by JSN is a free release run on a snag smash or elongated snag smash, if you will, corner route. Geno Smith finds JSN for an easy touchdown to put him up 10-7. And then I'll talk about the third down conversion that I think is really the throw of the game from Geno Smith against a seven-man pressure on a 3rd and 10. He's able to get the ball away to Jaxon Smith-Njigba over the middle of the field against man. Not only is it a great catch on a ball that's, quote, low, we can't fault Geno Smith for the throw being low. He'll actually get hit at or just before contact or just before releasing the football. But JSN's able to catch it and change directions immediately. One of the things that I think really sticks out, besides his hands, his route running, awareness, intelligence, all of those things, and the athleticism to get open, but it's also, for me, the ability to catch the ball and immediately turn and get yards in the proper direction. Wherever there's open space, open field, he's going to find it, not just before catching the football, but immediately thereafter. This first play that we'll show you, I know it's called One Play Wednesday, but I want to focus on both of these. I thought it was important. This is the first snap after Ernest Jones DeForest's interception of Kyler Murray in the first quarter. Arizona had gone down to score 7-0 immediately to open the game. I would say it's a snag smash concept. Once Fant motions over, you've got 3 receivers to that side. You can see it's a free release by JSN, and Tyler Lockett, his little snag or deeper curl route is occupying the outside corner, and as a result, JSN wide open, singled up against the safety in the back right corner of the end zone. When you get the end zone angle, you'll see how easy of a throw this is, but the diagram of it, so you've got Lockett on kind of like this angled hook. Fant is going to go out into the flats. I can't necessarily draw the line, as far as his width. And then JSN vertical release, almost in like 3rd and a half gear or maybe 4th gear, slow down, if you will, runs the corner route, isolated against the safety, absolutely zero contact or even leverage by the second-level defender. Too simple for Geno Smith to read. JSN takes it to the top side, the back right corner of the end zone, puts them up 10-7. I think that was a little bit of an exclamation point early in the game after Arizona had made a statement, scoring on their open drive to go up 7-0. Not only did Seattle march down, kick a field goal to close to 7-3, Ernest Jones damn near immediately gets an interception. They score on the very first snap. Same play from the end zone angle. You'll see Fant motion across. And I think motion gives Arizona's defense trouble. It's a topic for another day for me. I won't have time during the regular season. But if they're not going to, on motion, blitz with the backside safety, which and oftentimes on Sunday was Budda Baker. And sometimes he wasn't the backside safety. Sometimes he was over here, and on motion he would walk and kind of blitz away from or against the grain of the motion, and the inside linebackers would widen up. Really, I'm not saying it's weird, but other teams get it accomplished in a little bit of a more traditional way. In this case, motion kind of freezes them, and you get 3 down linemen rushing, 1 edge defender over here into the boundary. Clean throwing platform for Geno Smith. He's looking that way the whole time. What I love about the throw is that it's up high. It's elevated, so that it's a really easy conversion for Geno Smith at this point, especially compared to the play that I'm going to show you next. But related to the things that he's had to execute so far in 2024, navigating pressure, moving outside of the pocket at times, and making throws off platform or off the wrong foot, this is incredibly easy for him compared to some of the things he's had to do over the course of the year. And again, the throw being lofted, elevated up high so that the DB had zero opportunity to make a play on it, I think is important. Like I said, puts them up 10-7 in the first quarter. Also got an interception on the very next possession as well to go up 17-7. Really blitzed Arizona in that regard. We're moving forward here. This is second quarter, I think middle, late second quarter. Seattle's going to go down and score a touchdown on Zach Charbonnet's 51-yard run on that counter concept. I talked about that ad nauseum in 2 videos on Monday, so I'm not going to do a one-play Wednesday on the counter. Maybe the trap scheme later on the 3rd and 25. This is a beautiful conversion because for a lot of reasons. Number one, JSN is he's facing man defense. The middle of the field is absolutely wide open. And the defender who is tasked with guarding him actually takes inside leverage away. But JSN still is able to turn and cross his face. And against a 7-man pressure scheme and contact on his throwing arm, Geno Smith gets this out of there. To the point that I talked about earlier, I think it's a rare skill that JSN has when he catches the football of understanding where to go immediately. It's just related to, I think, okay, what was the coverage? Where will that defender be? And then, so where can I go to get run onto open space and create more yards after the catch? He's a smooth catcher of the football. I know that last year there were some drops, and there's been a couple of this year, but I think he's having an incredible season. And Geno Smith is looking at him directly. It's a 7-man blitz. He knows he's got to get rid of the football. The first time I saw this through on the All-22, I thought, okay, why is he holding on to the ball a little bit longer? Is he trying to decide if JSN is going to take this route to the inside or if he's going to take it to the outside? I no longer suspect that. I just know that he did wait a little bit of a tick longer than normal to throw the football because his arm was impacted or collisioned by the edge defender, who was a free rusher. Ends up being a low throw. It's a huge conversion. If they were not able to get that 3rd and 10, to get that first down, then Zach Charbonnet doesn't run for a 51-yard touchdown 4 plays later. I believe it's 4 plays later, maybe 5. End zone angle of the same play, so you can see it. It's a free rusher off the right-hand side of our screen, left-hand side for Seattle's offensive line. Charbonnet folds inside here. So him and the left tackle end up picking up. I'm sorry, it's Fant. Him and Fant both end up picking up the same guy. And as a result, the edge defender has free rush to the outside. We're talking about here being picked up by Fant and Charbonnet, and then absolutely unblocked number 25, able to get there, collision Geno right as he gets rid of the football, and you can see how he's impacted by it. They didn't take him to the ground necessarily, but it's a beautiful example of staying in there, understanding the situation, understanding that there's going to be times where you take a hit and you've got to get rid of the ball. The change of direction, I think it's remarkable. Even at the NFL level, I think he's got something different than what many other players have. The ability to catch the ball and continue on your path, or catch the ball and change directions like you saw on this particular route or this particular play. He's running to the middle of the field, catches it, reverses course, back towards the sideline. He gets tackled, but so clearly only adds, I think, about 8 yards after the catch, but still important to be able to add on 8 yards, even 3 or 4 after every single catch. It's a unique skill that I think he has. Is he have the straight line speed that other players do? That it's well documented at this point that he's not a, quote, speedster. But I think I hesitate to, or I caution people to label him as a possession receiver. I would say if he was a player you're creating on Madden or NCAA football, he will be a balanced receiver. He can be a possession receiver if you want him to. He can be an outside receiver if the need arises, either via injury or the matchup you think you're going to get. He can win deep. I mean, I think the 19-yard touchdown catch on the snag smash concept will qualify as a deep pass, being further than 19 yards, since Geno Smith was dropped back beyond the line of scrimmage. Number one, number two, that he caught the ball back in the rear right portion of the end zone. So you're probably talking about a throw 28 to 30 yards overall. He's having an incredible year in 2024, his second year in the NFL. You guys let me know what you think of the One Play Wednesday concept videos. This one I obviously sandwiched or was able to package 2 plays together. I thought both of them were worthy. The moment that they were able to strike immediately to take a 10-7 lead after Ernest Jones' interception, and then that third down conversion pushes them down the field and really helped them take control 24-10 before the half. If you think other Seahawks fans would enjoy this film study look at Jaxon Smith-Njigba's touchdown and third down conversion in the second quarter, albeit a brief film study video compared to a lot of my other content, please consider grabbing a link to this video, sharing it out on social media to help this content get more reach.